Suspicious activity reports, or SARs, can be submitted by any organisation or individual who knows or suspects that another organisation or individual is engaged in money laundering or terrorist financing. Every SAR submitted to the UKFIU must clearly set out both the reason for the suspicion and the criminal or terrorist property to which the suspicion relates. If you are seeking a defence against money laundering or a terrorist financing offence, the SAR must also clearly set out the prohibited act that you wish to carry out. Omitting any of these three criteria from your DAML or DATF SARs, or failing to clearly describe any of these three elements, may result in you receiving a further request for information. These requests can cause delays to the UKFIU and law enforcement in reaching a decision on your request. In this video, we will discuss best practice for completing the reason for suspicion element of your SAR. See our other videos and guidance to find out more about the information to include about the criminal or terrorist property and the prohibited act. The reason for suspicion element of your SAR should provide the rationale behind why you are submitting a SAR. It's really important that this section is clear and concise, explicitly setting out why you know or suspect the subject of money laundering or terrorist financing. A good way to ensure you clearly set out your reason for suspicion is to ensure you cover off the following. Who is involved? How are they involved? How did the circumstances arise? What is the criminal or terrorist property? What is the value of the criminal or terrorist property? Where is the criminal or terrorist property? When did the circumstances arise? Or when are the circumstances planned to happen? Why are you suspicious? Or how do you know that money laundering or terrorist financing is taking place? The reason for suspicion section should tell a story that links together all of the other information you've provided elsewhere in the SAR. Please ensure that where relevant, information provided within your reason for suspicion is also provided in the relevant fields throughout the SAR portal. This is really important for the UKFIU systems to be able to analyse and link SARs about the same subject from different reporters. The SAR portal also asks you to include a summary of your suspicion. Use this field to give the UKFIU a high-level overview of what the SAR is about, and then go into more detail in the reason for suspicion section. You will see on screen now an example of what your summary of the suspicious activity field could look like. There are also some simple ways you can write your reason for suspicion to make it easier and more efficient for the UKFIU to analyse and disseminate. Describe events in a logical and chronological order. Avoid acronyms and jargon. Write in simple English, and please don't write in capital letters. Break up large sections of text into more manageable and readable paragraphs. If describing a service provided or a technical aspect of your work, please provide a brief synopsis in your SAR to aid the reader. The UKFIU and NCA are unable to provide any advice on when a reporter should submit a SAR. Suspicion is not defined in legislation, and it's up to each reporter to determine what circumstances should or should not be deemed suspicious. Your supervisor or regulator may be able to provide more specific guidance on this point. The UKFIU provides a wide range of guidance and information about the suspicious activity reporting regime, all of which is available on the NCA website. We regularly publish our SARs in Action magazine with articles and sanitised case studies about the importance and impact of SARs, while the UKFIU podcast covers key areas of interest with input from experts across the sectors. Follow us on LinkedIn and X to be kept up to date when new guidance materials, magazines or podcasts are available. The UKFIU's reporter engagement team offers one-to-one feedback sessions, presentations and workshops for reporters across regulated sectors. Get in touch to find out how we can work with you to improve the quality of SARs reporting and protect the public from serious and organised crime.